Hey people, Indra here, 3v3, Catherine Purification Plant, blue team. It's Inekura with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. What is his hat? What is his helmet? Oh, Iron Warriors Elite Scheme recolored, cool. Alongside YZ with a Ravana Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support. Begins with a ranged weapon, that's a Warboss. Rounding off the blue team, Angry Panzerfaust is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. No, she hasn't gone mental and picked up a weird hat. This is the Vostroyan Firstborn Elite Scheme. Red team, Farnir's Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. We've got some white scars here, awesome. Never hear about white scars doing anything, I don't think. Alongside, you saw him earlier, a little bit of a cameo earlier, is Ghaz and his Warboss. A melee hero, walks through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines, taking shots there from the Ravana Alpha, not going to be happy, and he's never happy. Rounding off the teams is the Tenso with an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Up against the Sorcerer on the east side, Doom Bolts flying in, followed by a heal. This might be a dead Apothecary now, should be a dead Apothecary. Poke. Oh no, gonna let him get away. 5 hit points. Scout trying to get in his way. One more bolt pistol shot might do it. Apothecary escapes. Should not have escaped there. Sorcerer should have poked him with his sword a little bit earlier. We've got burners up for the sluggers in the mid. Sentinel is a shooting stuff. The guardsmen might want to get a little bit closer to it for repairs and that. Scouts on the VP. Orks have pulled back a little bit. The Warboss has taken tons of damage. Might be able to draw a little bit more fire. Trying to support each other here. The two red players, the two blue players right on top of each other basically. And a warrior brood emerges from that Ravana tunnel. Heavy infantry that can leap into combat with power melee weapons. Here comes the Hammer of the Witches, wiping out the shooter boys there. Well, wiped out one of the models, which got the whole squad in the end. Ghaz having to replace those shooter boys. 488 to 474. Sluggers making a run. There's a lot of fire going to be brought to bear on them though, and Warrior Brood jumping in there. They are lucky that they retreated when they did. They might still go down here. They did go down. They avoided the knockdown from the Warriors, but they still went down. The Warboss also going to fall. A rough start for Ghaz. Shooter boys down, sluggers down, Warboss down. Very rough start. Double tax here for Farnir into Devastator's space. Where are you? It's kind of over here. Trying to shoot the tunnel a bit. Being chased. Hormagaunts on his tail. Warrior Brood providing that basic synapse, some damage reduction and suppression resistance too. Devastator's just in time, forcing off the entire Tyranid army actually. Although, where's the Ravana Alpha? He's back at base. Where I need to be. That's a very stoic Space Marine answer, I feel like. That's exactly what they would say to an Orc. Ravana Brood on the way for YZ. Sluggers up for Ghaz to replace the sluggers they lost, and they did have burners, the ones that were lost, so that's kind of painful. Double tax here for the Tenso. Panzerfaust into a heavy weapons squad. Inekura with Raptors in play. Havoc's being messed up. Doom Bolts flying in. Scouts with shotguns. I think they shotgun blasted them and then tied them up in melee there. Sanguine Chainsword for the Apothecary. Heal on hit. Allows him to brawl a lot more effectively, especially against hordes of heretics and stuffs. Tactical Marine's getting very low. Lucky not to drop two models. Can they get them? Heretics desperately trying to Doom Blast and get them, but they can't quite get it done. 51 hit points on two models. Can they finish off these heretics now, who are only trying to venerate the Dark Gods? Chill out, Tactical Marines. Raptors jumping in. Suppression on landing there. Are you going to get a heal? Nope. Apothecary ain't healing you fellas. Maybe a grenade on these chasing Raptors. There it is. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's a very good one. I don't think they're going to get a model. Yeah, there's a full health Raptors, basically. Apothecary going in. They might need to jump away. What are they doing? Jumping in just to suppress. Risking a model loss. Why not just jump away? And they did get a model loss. Did not need to lose that model there. Ravana Alpha, level 2. Ravana Brood, burrow striking. These guys start off with ranged devourer weapons, but they can tussle in melee pretty well in the default state. Can also get a specialized melee upgrade, which is pretty damn cool. Techmarine is down, trying to defend the power, I suppose. Blue team are on it, also taking that VP back from the west side. Double shooters here, with big shooter on one and knob leader on the other. Gonna get a revive here, the Warboss, which should level them. I always forget how much they've nerfed the XP. Nope. No level for you. Holy Brazier for the Inquisitor. Also the Rosarius. There's that conversion field. Not sure what she's trying to do. I think she was trying to Hammer of the Witches on the heavy bolter model there, but that would have been very, very lucky to get off. Advanced targeting up here for the Devastators. And we got some Storm Boys for Ghaz. Gormagants have their adrenal glands. More damage, more health. Can't argue with that. Backed up by that Warrior Brood, of course, with that disruption. Also the Ravener Brood being able to disrupt. Gormagants could get some really good work done. Scouts being sneaky. The Warriors will be able to spot them. But nothing in the Imperial Guard army right now can. Storm Boys having to jump out. Somehow did not drop a model. It's a little Christmas miracle for those fellas. A little bit late, but they got one. Sluggers in amongst the Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts doing a really good job actually. Forcing off the Sluggers. Down goes that Warboss. Here we see the Holy Pyre from the Holy Brazier. Warboss got smacked with it. I think it's a power melee weapon. Techmarine having to back off. Smoke from the artillery spotters. Some frantic action early on. Tier 2 for Farnir, Tier 2 for Inekura, and for YZ. What's going on the east side actually? Looks like more pressure from Inekura. Raptors dropping a model again. Doesn't seem like Tenso has the mobility or the urgency to get up towards the power though. When they do force off Inekura, maybe here they will. Oh, Kraken Bolt's dropping a Havoc's model there from the Tactical Marines. I don't think they have any flamer things going on, nope. Jumping in are Storm Boys with Ard Boys on them from the Warboss. Those fellas have power melee weapons. Although it's only relevant here against the Warriors and I guess the enemy heroes too. Extra damage versus heavy infantry is what those Warriors are. And it will do extra damage compared to regular melee against heroes, I'm pretty sure, with their commander armor. So Ghaz, the last player to go tier 2, which makes sense. They did lose upgraded sluggers and then got more sluggers up and upgraded them and Storm Boys up and stuff. Basically meant they couldn't get Warboss gear, I think. Just walked over that tunnel there because the Warboss is a big fella. And again walked over that one, although it didn't get the animation for it apparently. It just disappeared. 429 to 392. Lots of DACA for those Tyranids. Breaking out here is Ghaz. Might be able to get onto the VP, maybe even snap across to that power. But there's some Imperial Guard here now. They should maybe, I was going to say go and help out the Tenso to get that power push, but here's Tyranids immediately because of the tunnel. Imperial Guard with nothing else out in tier 1. The Sentinel did fall. In fact, there you see it. 429 to 384 with double tax, Kraken Bolts and Devastators and the Techmarine. That was a lot of damage for the Sentinel to deal with. Warboss did get level 2. Level 3 Apothecary here with armor of the Apothecarian on the way. And a level 2 Techmarine, no war gear. Uh-oh. Heretics? I think they'll be alright. I don't think the Apothecary can get enough attacks on to take him out there. Chaos Sorcerer, Doom Bolts. Those guys, they took a bit of damage. They were in cover though. 425 to 384. Those Havocs and those Raptors. We got Devastator Plasma Cannon out quite quickly from Farnir. Setting up towards the center. Might get a big old shot on that Tyranid blob. Oh, it's a good shot. Wow, it's a good shot. Killed 4 or 5 Termagants, I think. Maybe way more than that, actually. That was 2 Termagant squads in there. Warboss with Angry Bits. There's him getting angry, just charging in. Getting some health regen and some damage. Puts Ard Boys on himself. Really good to combo with the Angry Bits because of the health regen. Storm Boys jumping in. They have their Knob leader queued up for tier 2. Awesome squad leader with heavy melee, big chunk of hit points, and a stun on landing. Warboss needs to be careful not to go down again. I think they will go down again. Yeah, caught fighting the... Oh boy. Storm Boys taken out. Were they retreating or just backing away there? Didn't quite see, but the Hormagaunts caught them and tore them up alongside those warriors. Maybe they were knocked down by the warriors, eh? Oh, Chimera doesn't last long, does it? We had a Las Cannon and Stern Guard with their Vengeance rounds taking it down. Nice idea with the grenade. Couldn't quite get it to land right. Got a Venom Brood up here for YZ. So Ghaz with losses, but they also took that Chimera down pretty quickly. Did Farnir. 380 to 384. VP's pretty much evened up. Oh, we might get a power bash here. In fact, we might get a pretty damn quick power bash. Got some Stormtroopers. Got some Plasma Guards. And we've got the Venom Brood. We've got the Raveners. It's a pretty quick bash. Meanwhile, the Tenso is pushing up the east side, although they've met a Dreadnought here. And they have Plasmas on both attacks. Oh, the devs do have... Oh, this is Farnir. Although, yeah, the devs of Tenso have a Las Cannon as well. There you go. That snare on hit is a big deal for fighting vehicles. Looks like it's going to be okay. Maybe. You see the Sorcerer here trying to create space that might be to use the warp. Looks like it's alright. There's some Tzeentchian worship to infiltrate it. Warboss still down in the mid. Another push on this contested VP from the red team. Holy Brazier goes up. Level 2 Inquisitor here. Uh-oh. Sluggers up against melee Tyranids is a dicey fight. Looks like they survive it. They have a Weird Boy to support them now, which is a big deal. Corrosive Devourer up for the Ravener Alpha. Awesome plasma weapon. 43.45 plasma DPS. And the Synapse Aura for damage, which gives this awesome purple effect now, you see, on those termagants and stuff. Nice and easy to spot it. It wasn't always easy to spot when you were in the Synapse range of that, because I think it had the same effect as regular Synapse. Uh-oh. Grenade. Might be enough to finish off the shooters. No, they can't get another burst. Blue team retaining the west side. What about east side? You have a Circle of Summoning, spewing out Bloodletters, and a Mark of Khorne, Chaos Dreadnought. Inekura has created plenty of space to get out of trouble with a warp, if needed. Las Cannon's going to get one shot. Don't think it's going to get another. Oh, I'm lying, it does. Librarian, where's the Veil of Time? Maybe could have killed that thing if you had Veil of Time up. The Dreadnought gets warped out and now gets some repairs. Maybe it was on cooldown, Veil of Time. Ravener Alpha with his army of Tyranids onto that power there. Where's the Weird Boy? Here he is. Gone for the Warpath. The speed bonus. Starts off with the awesome Warp Vomit. Those scouts had a bad day. And are wiped. Stern Guard should be using Kraken Bolts against the warriors. Got Hellfire against the Stormtroopers as you see there. Good damage over time. 372 to 309. Good Platter Cannon hit. Is that enough for the red team to break out here? Maybe. I mean, there's a bunch of guardsmen up here with commissars and stuff. Inquisitors level 2. Imperial Guard go tier 3. So do the Tyranids. Farnir's already there. They've had some good timing so far. Ghaz, I'm sure, looking for the tier 3, but they're bleeding requisition like crazy. Termagants, oh, wrong place to run, fellas. What's this? Hit scouts from the Tenso on the VP and a full bash with a decap. Took a long time to repair that Dreadnought, eh? Heretics are doing their best, leave them alone. Lots of retreating Marines, also leveling up and stuff. Look at this sprinting Apothecary. What is he up to with this armor of the Apothecarian? That's just a smoke shell from the artillery spotter fellas. Lots of Daka. Need to try and disrupt the heavy weapons squad. They don't have their shield up. These guys all blobbing up here. Oh, if they didn't throw in that artillery shell, That would have been a really good hit with the Hell Fury. They kind of dodged it because of the blast. Tier 3 for YZ. The Tenso and Ghaz. And Inekura still in Tier 2. Stormtroopers leveling to 2. Inekura breaks out, gets to the contested power and tries to bash it. Cormagaunt's on the VP there. Well done, the Tenso. Land Red Redeemer on the way for Farnir. Bloodletters for Inekura. Happy to stay in Tier 2 for now. And Ghaz does go Tier 3. And Orks can literally come out swinging in Tier 3 with the Nob Squad. And mess up your day. What's their power looking like? They've already got enough power for a Nob Squad. Just need that 500 requisition. Warboss level 3. Some infiltrated chaos shenanigans. What are these fellas doing? They're not even set up. Let alone set up the wrong way. Just not even ready to shoot. There we go. Suppression on the Librarian. Big old Dreadnought claw to the back of the face. Back of the face. Back of the head. Are you going to get a hit? No. Last Cannon does not try to get a hit. Sorcerer has a Rod of Warp Fire. Maybe that's why. Would have just been disrupted after the first shot and maybe smacked around a bit. Tyranids trying to assist Inekura, but they're going to get flanked by Orks. Where is the Warp Vomit? Have I seen a single one? There we go. There's that Warp Vomit. An amazing ability. Does not do any friendly fire. Big AoE stun that lasts several seconds. Like, I think it's literally 6 or 7 seconds. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. It's a hard stun. Hell. That heavy weapon squad team. Be dead. Have to write letters home and stuff. Although I'm not sure an Inquisitor would bother with that. Ravener Brood suddenly here to say hi. Just a little surprise party for those Devastator fellas. Almost got them all. Ravener Alpha hits level 5. It's doing well. What's this? This is User Chopper Sluggers. Taking out all of their rage and frustration on the Inquisitor. Look at the damage those swings from that Nob Leader are doing. That is nuts. Do they get away afterwards though? The Nob Leader doesn't. Lictor jumps after them. Can hit one and flesh hook the other maybe? Oh, couldn't quite get the hit. Oh, a passive leap and a flesh hook and gets the kill. Oh, that was the Nob Leader. I was lying. The Nob Leader did get away. Although, was it repurchased maybe? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. There's no Nob Leader bodies here. I was just wrong. But that was some really good play by YZ to get the kill there. I didn't realise his little passive leap did damage because it killed one of the fellas. By fellas, I mean Orks. Because they're fellas too. Chaos Dreadnought with the Blood Rage up. More damage, more speed, more damage resistance. But you can't tell your Dreadnought what to do anymore. It's basically a toddler. Big hit on the Scouts. Level 3 though, they took it. And we got some Terminators up for the Tenso. The Sorcerer can deal with Terminators pretty well with his Chains of Torment and his Subjugation and Marco Zinch CSM and his own Terminators, of course. Goes Tier 3. Bloodletters also do massive damage to Terminators. So they've got tools to use. Here comes some Tyranids looking for a fight. Warboss doesn't want it, which is amazing. Inquisitor's still down here. Is that a melter gun? It is a melter gun. Did good damage to all targets from relatively short range, although it was increased a while ago now. Probably like a couple of years ago at this point. 318 to 205. Stormtroopers from long range with the assault kits having to get close. Maybe get into melee even. There's a split from a grenade. Well done. What's this? Big old hoo-ha on the east side. Nob Squad chasing stuff down with huge hammers in, sorry. Mina and Greener on the way. Tyranno formation. Going straight after the Dreadnought, which is basically the worst fight they could take. Maybe we should have just gone for the CSM here. Marco Zinch CSM. Hard boys up on the knobs. Okay, they turn to the Dreadnought again. I say worst fight because it has vehicle armor and melee resistance. Which, I mean, they are chunking it down. They did lose 2 models. Can they finish off the Dreadnought here? Looks like maybe not. Here comes a Carnifex with a Venom Cannon on it. Angry Panzerfaust with a Bane Blade on the way. Looks like the Land Raider is sitting pretty on that west side, holding it down. Can retreat back to that thing and reinforces a big deal in the 3v3 game. Orbital from, I'm not sure, maybe Farnir? I guess Farnir. Decent hits. Bloodletters with a teleport. Terminators cannot retreat, so they are just waltzing their way back to base, going to jog in. Bioplasma, wow, they did a lot of damage, that Bioplasma. That was from the Carnifex. Aspiring Champion comes in for the Chaos Space Marines. And the Terminators want to stand and fight, apparently. 299 to 165. Warp Fire. Seem to do a decent chunk of damage, but then they get teleported out by a Librarian. This is the Inquisitor still down. Lictor getting a decap as that faster capping trait. And free infiltration. It's a really cool sub-commander over there. Some repairs from the Heretics onto the Dreadnought. What is this? It's nothing. I don't know what happened here. Oh, that's the Incendiary Shell. Or a Hell Fury or something. Not something that's useful. There's a turret up here. Would be useful against this thing, maybe. As you can see, the smoke does work on the turret. Messes up its sensors or whatever. Venom Cannon Carnifex. Good against large targets. Big Bioplasma shot on the turret. Now the Techmarine and the Scouts can repair it. I think Blessing of the Omnissiah should repair friendly turrets on the map as well. Would that be overpowered? I think it'll be fine. It's got 10 hit points. It doesn't seem super interested in repairing it. Down it goes. Here come a bunch of Orks. 272 to 165. Bane Blade in the field. Let's see what it can do. There's a Demolisher Cannon. That did alright. Nob Squad have a change of heart. I think they were suppressed just by the Bane Blade's guns there. I think you need 2 or 3 of those twin-linked heavy bolters firing on something to suppress it. Doing bolts. Can still do some work in tier 3. Some repairs for the Land Raider Redeemer. Need some support here, Farnir. Big old explosions. Tactical Marines do not survive. Scouts do not survive. The Techmarine does not survive. Hell of a push by the blue team on this side. Farnir needs to back that Land Raider the hell away. Venom Cannon Carnifex, Venom Brood chasing it, Bane Blade chasing it there. Demolisher, good hit. Looks like Farnir has preserved their Stern Guard and their Land Raider. Plasma Cannon is still alive, so are the devs. More scouts coming in to help repair here. This Dreadnought of Inekura has actually done really well. Trying to waste the Blood Rage there. Now they can go after it maybe. Weird Boy doing some decent damage to vehicles as well. Is it attacking the Warboss or the Apothecary? Well, it's now being warped back to base. Look at the resources Inekura has. Great Unclean One perhaps on the way here. Red team have taken the blue team's natural VP. There's a Manticore. Oh, it's a good hit. Got some decent kills there. I think they killed the Sergeant on those fellas. We have a Las Cannon Predator tank. Circle of Summoning. Spewing out Bloodletters there. 234 to 165. They're going to chase them down this eastern edge. Lictor jumps in. Does some friendly knockback. And then hooks the Scout Sergeant, I think. But they get away. Terminators did not drop a model either. What is all this? It's Dreadnought versus the Nob Squad again. They've had a running battle with this thing. Warboss is there. It goes down. Did not have his claw or anything. Not sure why the Warboss was attacking the Dreadnought. Yeah, the Nobs are having a hard time with that guy. It's a level 2 Dreadnought now. And And they had Ard Boys up as well, those fellas. Oh boy. Talking about boys. Terminators dropping. Bloodletters could go after them. Doesn't seem like they are. They're taking a bunch of damage. Manticore down, said someone. Another Manticore on the way. Nope, cancelled. And another Manticore on the way again. Is that Farnir that got the Manticore? Probably. Maybe with these Stone Guard. Vengeance rounds, maybe. Great Unclean One on the way for Inekura. Commandos on the field for Ghaz. These guys are awesome. Bring you some good DPS, some good disruption, and they can sneak around and cap stuff pretty well. 182 to 165. Marco Zinch Las Cannon there. Well, Marco Zinch Havocs with a Las Cannon. We're definitely getting that second Manticore. Typically, once one Manticore is taken out, you don't see the next Manticore do very well, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The Great Unclean One is on the field here, and of course the Sorcerer can warp it around. Dreadnought is... oh no, not getting repairs. I don't have any Heretics. Tyranids can't repair, and Panzerfaust probably wants to stay near the Baneblade to repair it. They've only got a single Guardsman squad too. I think it's worth Inekura to get some Heretics up, especially with the Great Unclean One around now. And those Bloodletters. 168 to 154. There's a Manticore. Good hit. So that puts my theory away. That was a really good hit. Although, did it actually kill a model? I'm not sure. There's your Great Unclean One. Passively damages nearby enemies. Really good damage output on his melee attacks. And some nasty abilities too. Greatly benefits from Worship, being a greater demon. Appreciates a little Worship. Warboss has got the heavy armor. She's up close to 2,000 hit points now. Tried a special attack against the Great Unclean One. He wasn't very impressed, I have to say. Taking a bunch of damage on these double level 4 plasma attacks though. Great Unclean One with super heavy infantry armor, not vehicle armor. So plasma and melter are very efficient ways to take it down. Anti-vehicle weapons can also do a job for you, of course, because he's so big. There's Foul Snare for the Warboss. Needs to run away, maybe. It's going on west side. It's uncapped. Everything's kind of hanging back over here. Manticore could shoot towards the mid, though. Great Unclean One taking tons of damage. Gets warped out by Inekura, who's back at base. Tyranids formation here. Where's that Ravener Alpha? Has regenerate now, level 7. Look at that regeneration. Pretty damn good. That Lictor up against the Warboss, who now does have the claw, and here comes the Nob Squad. They've gone after the Carnifex, which is a good target for them. It loses melee resistance when it gets that claw. Sorry, when it gets the Venom Cannon. And there's user choppers. Can they get it? I think they can. Ooh, one more swing might do it. 23 hit points. Disruption from Lictor, well timed and well placed. And the Carnifex gets away, perhaps. Barb Strangler Carnifex here to help out as well. User Choppers is still active. Down it goes now. 168 to 146. Very close on the VPs. Contested VP, what's going on? Please work, mouse. There we go. No cap over here. No one can manage a cap. There's an orbital in the back lines from the Tenso, maybe. Looking at the red. Red team backing away from the mid. A lot of retreats and stuff as well. 168 to 146. I don't think the orbital hit that much. Red team, though, it created some space for red team to grab that VP. The nuke helps you get a VP at this stage in the game, in a close game like this. It might be worth it, even if it kills nothing. Probably force some stuff to retreat as well, maybe. Las Cannon getting shots on the Baneblade. Don't think it has vision anymore. We can see it, but that doesn't mean that Farnir can. Apothecary sprinting after the Ravener Alpha there. Level 7, this fella. See that underslung twin-linked heavy bolter from the Dreadnought, the Chaos Dreadnought there. Maybe it's just a regular bolter, I'm not sure. Actually, it does some decent DPS these days. It was buffed from retail, where it did basically nothing. What is this? Oh, that's the spotter shot. Creating some vision for the Manticore, maybe. 132 to 146. Warboss runs away from the scary Dreadnought, which has been amazing so far. Ravana Alpha gets away. Nob Squad go after again, popping their frenzy, and there's user choppers, and there's Ard Boys going after it hard here. Can it teleport away again? Does Inekura have the red? Looks like they do. Made them waste all those globals as well, and their frenzy was popped. I guess they're still getting usage out of it here. And then they retreat. Frenzy gives them 75% damage resist and immunity to suppression. Can still knock them over. Looted tank on the way for Ghaz, another Predator tank for the Tenso. And another Lictor here for YZ. How are those Carnifexes doing? Level 2 and level 1. Banebait's holding its own on this west side. Manticore has done well. Almost got level 2. Does have the Storm Eagle rockets. 89 to 146 on the VPs. Is this the Predator tank? It is. Nobody can quite break through the mid for a few minutes now. Surprised there hasn't been more focus on the west side, actually. I guess they're both afraid of if they go west hard, the other player just pushes through the mid and grabs it. Blue team now on that VP. Plasma Cannon though is stopping them. Baneblade might need to push up a bit to get some disruption over here, but that last cannon's making that tough. There's another orbital back there. Purgatus from the Inquisitor gets lifted into the beam. In the mid, still seems pretty even. Looted tank is there now. Plasma Cannon knocks the Ravana Alpha off the cap, and Terminators are there to shred him with the Assault Cannon. Another Plasma Cannon shot. They just got gated away by the Librarian, level 3. 89 to 146. Looted tank pushing up. Warboss charging through the scouts. Some friendly scouts. Didn't quite have the momentum to push there. Bioplasma. And those bioplasmas are good. Inquisitor gets the cap, I think. Oh, not quite. Did not quite get the cap. Nobody can hold this for very long, this west side in this game. Great Unclean One waddling forward at about half health. Inekura does have heretics, but where are they? Oh, they've got a shrine. They're worshipping a shrine near the natural VP there. Big hits on this tank. It's in a kind of a awkward position there. Side on in the mid. Just made it out. Techmarine's level 6 with Artificer and Refractor. Would expect to see Signum up, I think, but I guess not. Terminators, sorry, Tactical Marines making a go of it in the mid. There's Tyranids behind them, but there's Nob Squad behind those fellas. Nurgly Vomit into a cloud of flies. Here comes the Warboss, and the Nobs are right there. Massive fight now. Tyranids formation in the mid. Manticore strike as well. Did a decent job splitting there, the red team. Under the circumstances. The Great Unclean One is going to fall, I think. Yep, down he goes. Needed some worship support up here. 89 to 146. 1-to-1 cap. Nobody can grab this VP. Commandos are on it. Oh, Sternguard are on it. They're both fast capping units. Good little push there from Ghaz. Nob Squad doing well. Demolisher misses. Demolisher has a minimum range, which is why they couldn't put it closer from the lead. So Gartus has stunned them and they run away. Maybe get the crossbow bolt pistol as well to mess him up. Would help against the Terminators too. Predator tank here from Farnir. Blue team have both the naturals thanks to the sneaky Lictor. Sneaked and jumped through. Demolisher on the scouts. Ouch. Baneblade has been really awesome. Haven't really been able to push against it. Looted tank is so low here. Down it goes to that last cannon shot. Red team have the west side. Can they get the natural back? Looks like they can. That's kind of getting shots in from Farnir now. Is the Ravener going to go for the decap? Why was smoke dropped here? Is that defensive smoke? No, that's the spotters. Not the kind of smoke you want to put there. 81 to 133. It's not like the Razorback or the Catachin's defensive smoke. 76. 75. Drop in those VPs. When you're under 100, it gets dicey. The pressure starts to mount. You make rash decisions, maybe. What is this? Bloodletters on the prowl. Going for the VP, I think. The Lictor might go for it again as well. Looks like they are. Using that eastern side to push onto that VP. This Predator tank is really far forward. In general, you want to keep your fire support vehicles like tanks, ouch, behind your infantry line. Subjugated knobs, thanks to Inekura's Sorcerer there. Land Raiders getting low. I mean, they sensed a bit of an advantage there, and the red team pushed. And maybe they overextended that Land Raider. The Baneblade is going after it. They may in turn overextend the Baneblade, of course. The Land Raider goes down, they got it. They did get it. I think it was a last cannon that got the last shot. Baneblade survives. Kicking off big time in the middle still. Absolute mayhem. Bloodletters and a Lictor on the VP. Bloodletters go for the flash kits. I don't think Ghaz even knows that's going on over there. They do have some blaster flash kits here too. Inquisitor in the back lines. It's a knob squad capping now. 73 to 109. I hear an orbital. There it is. It's like the 6th one, I think, or something crazy. Good hit on the guardsman there. Baneblade is so low. Here comes the repair bunker. It's amazing that we haven't seen a repair bunker before that. In fact, yeah, Panzerfaust has tons of red. I was going to say, we haven't seen them use their red much at all. A few Hell Furies maybe, but no nuke and no bunkers. That I've seen anyway. I don't see what looks like a rocket run here. The remains of it. Bloodletter is still on the VP. And yeah, they can do a lot of damage to those Terminators very, very quickly. That's a bad fight for those Terminators to take. Going to be chased off there. Meanwhile, Western VP is turning blue thanks to the Ravener Alpha. Can they get a triple cap here? Not quite. Got bashed off it. The Land Raider's really broken the red team on this west side with the lack of the Land Raider. Subjugated knobs from Inekura. There they are. Manticore strike. And they should know no fear from the level 4 Stone Guard tanking Manticore rockets. Red team are getting a natural back, but can they get the Western VP? Looking a little bit depleted maybe. Getting a Land Raider, says the Tenso. Can they get one up in time? Soonish, they've only got 38 hit points, a no cap game here. What was that? It was the Warboss getting a decap. Well done, Ghaz. Pretty clutch decap. Single now for red. That Blastmaster's going to make it hard to cap. Oh boy. Lots of dead Marines there. It's a hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. Blasters. Having a go. Blasters versus Blastmasters. All the blasting. See them pushing up there to York, trying to create some space for the Stone Guard to cap. 67 to 38. I don't think they can get it. No, that Biopad, the Barb Strangler shot, might have whacked those two models if they didn't retreat. There's that vision flare again. Manticore. Don't think it's going to hit anything. Meanwhile, what is this now? There's that Lictor. And a massive pain in the arse for the red team. Can they get him? Well, maybe they got the previous one. That's a brand new Lictor. And the Hive Mind has learned. Doom Bolts helps force off the devs. Blue team are going to take the west side, and that might be it. That might be it. Let's fight it out, says Tenso. Good on ya. Orc is AFK? I don't think so. They're right here. A little bit of bad blood at the end. Nob squad on the VP. Weird boys there too. Can they get the decap in time? Oh, they got knocked off it. They might have got it. Although, I'm not sure if they would have kept it very long. There it is. Blue team take it on 67 VPs. What a hell of a game. Level 6 Sorcerer here for Inekura. Tons of warp shenanigans and some good subjugation towards the end against those knobs. Really kind of blunted their impact in those last 7 minutes or so. Level 10 Ravener Alpha for YZ right here. Having a little meeting with the Sorcerer. The Inquisitor level 5 and down. She pushed up chasing something and went down. Farnir's Techmarine level 6. Transitioned through the tech stages very well. Got the tier 3 very good time. Very smoothly. Got the Land Raider out. But once it fell on the west side, they really started to struggle. Warboss level 6 had a really rough start, but came back into it with flash kits and knobs in tier 3, and the Tenso solid as ever as an Apothecary level 8 and down. Well, there you have it guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.